They're racing the Melbourne Cup Carnival underway as Riff Rocket wins the Derby in a thriller. This year's Melbourne Cup Carnival has jumped out of the stalls in spectacular style, with racegoers stepping out in traditional black and white for Derby Day. Penelope Leash joined them.
The Melbourne Cup Carnival off to a sparkling start. Model Jessica Gomes wearing champagne, with black and white the order of the day.
I love the black and white, I love the tradition.
A Victoria's Secret angel lending a heavenly touch, and drinking in the atmosphere, Hollywood heavyweight Matt Damon. In the fashion stakes, crisp white was a winner. Headpieces, the crowning glory. And there was plenty of Melbourne's favourite colour.
Half the time I can't decide whether to wear black or white, and today we've gone the combo.
My wardrobe is filled with black and white, so this is my comfort zone right now.
From caviar to cocktails, the good times flowing through the birdcage. Footy stars suiting up, some off and racing for the first time.
I'm just excited to kind of, let the hair down per se. I don't have a lot of hair, but just have one or two drinks and just relax and enjoy the atmosphere.
Trackside, it was all about the company.
Everyone's up and about, and everyone's enjoying themselves and having a good time. Cheers.
It's the way we can get dressed up and enjoy champagne and just celebrate everything Melbourne.
Derby Day is extraordinary. We love Derby Day.
Barbies sizzling and home chefs cooking up hours of preparation.
Started last night, was up till about midnight.
There was some time for the outfits too.
I just threw it on and just hope for the best.
Fashion veterans honing their looks on the runway, while most couldn't resist a flutter.
The best thing about today has been my $1 punting. I've been doing really well.
Melbourne's grey skies parting to get the celebrations in full swing.
It's such a great day, and as a weatherman, the sun came out. I'm thrilled.
Tens of thousands are here at Derby Day, but more than 250,000 are expected to flock to Flemington over the spring racing carnival. So whether you're enjoying the finer things or having a picnic, the party is just getting started.
It's a party. It's the party. It's a party.
Leaving a couple of days to rest up for the Cup.
Yes!
Penelope Leash, 9 News.
Bound to be a few small sore heads in the morning there, I reckon. Now with a look ahead to sport, here is Alicia Mewling.
Thank you so much, Dougal. More racing for you up next. Riff Rocket salutes in a thrilling Victoria Derby. Another photo finish spells despair for the Hayes boys and joy for winning duo James McDonald and Chris Waller.
Riff Rocket, Apulia's coming at it. Riff Rocket, Apulia ahead, Bobber.
Also tonight, we check in with a host of AFL stars.
With sport, here's Alicia Mewling.
Thank you so much, Dougal. Up next, there's been history and heartbreak in a memorable start to the Cup Carnival. And for Chris Waller's team, more Derby delight, but only just. Some premiership pies turned recruiters at the races. James McDonald has shown why he's the best jockey in the country, willing favourite Riff Rocket to victory for his first Victoria Derby win. It headlined a trio of thrilling Group 1s on the opening day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival. Xander Maguire has the highlights.
It was a grandstand finish worthy of the occasion. Red-hot favourite Riff Rocket hit the lead at the 150, but the in-form Apulia wasn't going down without a fight.
Riff Rocket, Apulia ahead, Bobber. Photo finish. Riff Rocket will just win.
James McDonald and Chris Waller triumphing once again. The Hayes stable tasting defeat. A no short in the Cox Plate last week. Their fate just as cruel today. Both times, James McDonald was the winner.
Been blessed with a couple of really close photos, and this was another one that I thought I was done to a dinner on the line, but the poor Hayes boys will be hating on me.
Debbie Capitas knows the highs of racing like few do as the owner of Winks, but a Derby victory still has a special taste.
This is what you get into racing. You breed horses to be able to one day hopefully have that brilliant brand of yours on the side of a Derby winner.
Riff Rocket set the tone for tight finishes. Pride of Jenny winning the Empire Rose after gapping the field from the start.
Fortune favours the brave.
You've got to have a jockey that's brave enough to do that, and an owner.
The horse named by owners after daughter Jennifer, who died from brain cancer in 2015. While in the Coolmore Stud Stakes, Rachel King wrote herself into the history books, becoming the first female jockey to win the $2 million race with Osmosis.
The harder you work, the luckier you get. And she is a superstar. I've had a very lucky career in the lucky country. But this is career changing for me.
Earlier, Damien Oliver's final Melbourne Cup Carnival got off to a flyer, taking out races 2 and 3 back to back, while at Randwick, Japanese colt Obamburamai took out the $10 million Golden Eagle. Xander Maguire, 9 News.
Collingwood star Tom Mitchell has quashed talks of a rift with former club Hawthorn, believing they've hit the jackpot by landing Jack Ginnivan. And while Mitchell admits the Pies have lost some talent, there's no shortage of motivation for a premiership defence. Joshua Dorr explains.
A different field, but the party isn't stopping, and these premiership Pies are desperate to keep hold of the cup.
I feel as though we've got a pretty driven group, and that's already been evident. Like, the boys are already back training together, and I feel as though, you know, we want to achieve more.
But Tom Mitchell is missing good mate Jack Ginnivan, who he believes will thrive at Waverley, despite Mitchell's own revelations that he didn't feel valued in his final days as a Hawk.
I feel as though things may have been a little bit misunderstood, because big picture at Hawthorn, I spent 6 years of my career there, and to be honest, have the best memories. They've already taken him under their wing, and I think with a young group there, like, he'll slot in perfectly.
30-year-old is himself preparing to cover the loss of Taylor Adams, who reunited with old teammates in Paris last night.
I was a little bit shocked because Tay's another great friend, and, you know, I feel as though, you know, we worked really well together this year.
The Pies getting in the ear of Ben King in the Schweppes marquee, with the star son coming out of contract next year.
We haven't been talking footy, so just enjoying the races and having a couple of beers. I'm committed to the Gold Coast. I love playing up there. I love the boys up there. So, yeah, same as I've always said.
But for Toby Green, these meetings only bring back memories of the Giants' prelim heartbreak, pain which the captain will tap into during pre-season.
As we build and, you know, sort of building that expectation, you know, we want to be where we want to be in the last day in September and having a crack at it.
Joshua Dorr, 9 News.
This carnival we see, you know, a real influx of the overseas horses again taking on the locals, and later in sport we'll have a full preview of tomorrow's feature race, of course, being the Derby. But what's going on up here?
Look, Tony, it has been cloudy, but that cloud should start to break up late tomorrow morning, and then we'll really turn the corner on Sunday with blue skies and temperatures more typical of what we'd expect for this time of year. It'll warm up into the high 20s on Monday and Tuesday, but we could get a shower and even a storm on Cup Day. And with the warmer weather, the grass pollen levels will increase as well, and there'll be a little more on that later in the bulletin.
OK, so sounds like we might just be breaking the shorts out over the carnival.
Oh, the shorts, it's a controversial topic, isn't it? But someone tells me maybe you'll be sporting them?
I do have a fetching pair of yellow Bintang shorts that I might just break out, but anyway, we'll see how that goes.
Get the legs ready.
OK, the Bintangs. All right, Pete, we'll be back a little later on with sport and weather. This man, Chris Waller, is aiming to continue his purple patch. Welcome back to Flemington Racing first up, and Chris Waller expects his red-hot favourite Riff Rocket to blitz the field here at headquarters in tomorrow's Victoria Derby. But while racing's biggest names are looking to dominate the Cup Carnival, there is a newcomer who won't be going quietly. Xander Maguire explains.
It's the prize that has everyone licking their lips, and tomorrow a field of 16 will finally get their crack at Victoria Derby glory.
One of the oldest races, if not the oldest race in Australia.
Once again, Waller is the man to beat. Tomorrow, it's favourite Riff Rocket that carries his back-to-back hopes at $2.20.
He was breathtaking about 4 weeks ago here at Flemington. Did everything right, defeated last start, but ready to bounce back in the Penfolds Derby.
Waller fronts the Cup Carnival as the headline trainer, while Lucy Yeomans is the up-and-comer. She only won her first race as a trainer 2 months ago, and now with roguery in the Derby tomorrow, she's pinching herself.
We're very much used to coming to the races, but not so much used to answering questions like this. We had our first winner at Swan Hill, and I was a blubbering mess, so if we're fortunate enough to get over the line first tomorrow, God help me.
Last year, she was an assistant for Kieran Maher, sharing Melbourne Cup spoils with Mark Zahra when he famously triumphed on Gold Trip. 12 months on, Zahra is confident he made the right call in ditching Gold Trip for the race that stops a nation, the weather favouring without a fight.
Gold Trip, although he's won on firmer ground, I think advantages to my horse on you know, he likes it like this like the bricks here.
In the Derby, he'll ride second favourite Apulia, beginning this Cup Carnival with some extra confidence.
Got a bit more of a strut coming into Flemington to the Carnival this year for sure.
Another marquee win beckons, with the celebrations to match.
I think the hardest thing about winning the Melbourne Cup is trying to show up and ride on the Thursday and Saturday after it, after you've won one.
Xander Maguire, 9 News.
Footy now, and Collingwood's gun recruit Lockie Schultz is eager to impress his new supporters. Awesome, that doesn't live in my roof. But Maddie, now, can we establish when are we breaking the shorts out?
Look, I'd be leaving it until Cup Day, I reckon, Tony. That's my hot tip. We'll still be in the teens tomorrow, but there's much warmer weather forecast for Cup Day, so I'll have the full forecast for the week ahead next. Hello again from Flemington. As always, the Roses here are looking their absolute best ahead of Derby Day. Maximums of 26 and 27 in the far north, 23 at Horsham and Bendigo, but cloud will persist through the south, along with maximums in the high teens. And onshore winds could push a few light showers across Gippsland. Melbourne can expect another cooler night, especially across Mount Dandenong. It's forecast to drop to 5 degrees at Ferny Creek, ahead of a top of 17. Elsewhere, there'll be maximums of 19 and 20. And while it will be another cloudy start to the day, it should start to break up mid-morning in a sign of some sunny and warmer weather to come. A low of 10 degrees for the city, and then it should reach 19, but we'll finally break the shackles on Sunday. Sunny skies and a top of 23. Mostly sunny, and 28 on Monday. 28 again for Cup Day, but at this stage there's the chance of showers popping up in the afternoon. Also the possibility of a storm. Partly cloudy and 27 on Wednesday, 25 on Thursday, then back up to 29 next Friday. So after this cool spell, there's certainly some warmer weather ahead, but we'll be keeping a very close eye on the Cup Day forecast, Pete.
Absolutely. Thank you, Maddie. And Melbourne, that's what's news this Friday. Ali's next with a current affair. Have a great weekend and good night.